Hi, my name is Innocent. Welcome to Carnivore Africa. Today I will be sharing with you my experience with the carnivore diet so far. These are the noted changes on the carnivore diet since I embraced this kind of diet. The first one is heartburn. I used to have really aggressive heartburn. This heartburn started long ago when I joined Senior 1. That was around 1998. It was too much during that time. It was too much that I had to use rock salt. I would use rock salt to curb the heartburn down. But even then the rock salt didn't work well. It would create wounds in my mouth. When I embraced the carnivore diet, this is now a thing of the past. Another one is mouth odor. I have not had a history of mouth odor, but what I mean is that on a carnivore diet, even when you don't brush, your mouth will not smell. This is something which I have noted. Another thing is you never get carbon deposits in socks or shoes on a carnivore diet. Another thing is that I have noticed I used to have to develop. I could not wear closed shoes for 3 days in a row without getting blisters on my toes. But ever since I embraced the carnivore diet, this condition has disappeared. I have experienced weight loss. Originally, when I started, I was at 85 kilograms. Now, last time I checked, I'm 71. So this is remarkable. I had developed pain in my knee, I think probably due to the heavy weight. But ever since I started the carnivore, that pain kept disappearing. Now it's no longer there. Another thing which I've discovered is that on a carnivore diet, your armpits will not smell. So I actually stopped wearing deodorants. I can only wear them if I want to smell if I want to have that kind of fragrance. But even without wearing any deodorant or perfume, the armpits remain fresh. There is no smell whatsoever. The same thing applies to the body. The body will not smell in any way. Another thing is about what I used to experience, a finger and hand paralysis during the night. I would feel paralysis in this finger and also part of this hand when I would sleep. I would wake up and find when it is paralyzed, but now that is a thing of the past. There is a perceived time slowdown in my mind. I don't know how to explain this, but before time, I used to feel like time is moving very fast. Now I feel like time is moving slow. Sometimes I look at the clock, I expect that maybe it's about 2 p.m. I find it's still around midday. So that is another change which I cannot fully explain, but anyway, this is some change which I experienced after embracing carnivore. Then I also realized that my erections are much stronger than the way they are before the carnivore diet. Since I embraced the carnivore diet, I am less irritable. I realized this by the way I see, especially when I'm driving. When I'm driving in Uganda, we have people we call border riders. It's more like a motorcycle taxi, and these people are known to drive really badly. They drive crisscross, they do all sorts of annoying things. And before, I would feel like I want to stop and fight them, but now I just let it go, and it doesn't even take much of my time. So I realized that on carnivore diet, I'm less irritable. Then I realized that on a carnivore diet, when I eat boiled eggs, I don't get the bad gas which I used to get before. After taking boiled eggs, I would expel really offensive gases. You know what I'm talking about once you eat eggs. But on a carnivore diet, nobody can ever know that you've eaten any boiled egg. On a carnivore diet, there's no more snoring. When I'm sleeping, it is as quiet as can be. On a carnivore diet, there's no more eye gunk when I wake up. You know this kind of discharge you get in the eyes in the morning when you sleep. Wake up, find these discharges in the eyes even when you're not sick. So that one no longer happens now on a carnivore diet. Actually, sometimes I find myself going for work and I don't wash my face, and I remember I'm like, oh, I didn't wash my face, and when I checked my face, it's very clean. Then I used to have some hemorrhoids which would be on and off, but ever since I embraced the carnivore diet, that one is gone. The hemorrhoids are no longer there, they disappeared. Then I also realized that on a carnivore diet there's no more hunger. I never feel hungry at all. I just choose to eat. Well, what happens that when I'm hungry, I begin feeling some weakness in my legs, especially maybe when I'm walking. I feel like I've not eaten. But this kind of hunger I would feel when I was still eating carbohydrates. This kind of hunger when you feel like something is cutting your intestines, that one is really gone. So I can spend a day or two and I don't feel any hunger. So in short, those are some of the things I have experienced ever since I adopted the carnivore diet. And I think you might also having some things which are happening in your life. Some of them you don't know because you don't see them as problems. You don't know what to do about them because they are issues. Maybe you've tried drugs and not working out. I would encourage you to try this carnivore diet at least for 90 days and see what changes are going to happen in your life. I promise you, you will not regret this. Thank you and bye.